right here on the Mesquite. Hey, pay attention over here. Hey, wake up.
I was getting my pen for emphasis.
I got my pen.
Good.
Let's have a pen fight.
No,
that's some highbrow entertainment right there, isn't it? Happy Monday, you gorgeous hunk of human being, you.
I am a handsome fella. I cut my head this weekend shaving.
Oh no!
So I had to use some touch-up makeup to cover up some blemishes.
Thank God you had that on hand.
Yes.
Because who doesn't, right?
I can't just leave bloody scars.
You can.
Out there for the world to see. No,
sure, you just call yourself a gladiator warrior. Just tell them you're up to man activities over the weekend.
Yeah, there was nothing men related at all, other than watching football. And Max and I it was a Netflix weekend. You know what movie I got Max to watch, and he loved it? Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Nice.
That was, oh man, it was a staple. It was so good.
Look at the shirt.
It was as good as I remembered it the first time around.
Chuck's Bikerama.
Chuck's. Oh, awesome.
How's that for awesome, right?
Perfect timing, man.
That's right.
So yeah, I did it. Like, oh my God, this is on Netflix. Oh, we got to watch this.
Love that movie. Love Pee-wee. And I'll tell you what. Now that you've done The Big Adventure, Pee-wee's Big Holiday is a great movie.
When did that come out?
That's the reason I got Netflix.
Okay.
He did the movie exclusively for Netflix, and it's out, and it's really good.
Yeah.
If you like The Big Adventure, you'll like Pee-wee's Big Holiday. So, on to the next one. So there you have it. All right. So I got a busy one ahead of me. You got to get some news headlines in here, and then you got to get back to the television because you're.
Yeah, I got more TV stuff to do.
I know.
I'm a man in high demand. What can I say?
Without further ado, let her rip.
All right, let's do it. At least 31 people are dead following massive wildfires in California. 196,000 acres have been burned. Thousands of homes have also been lost. I got a taste of this, about 18 years ago when I was living out there, and there were brush fires all the time, and those things, then become forest fires, and it just cascades from there. But that's really the price of living on the West Coast. You got those dry conditions. Pretty much everything is a fire hazard. You're either dealing with fires or earthquakes. But hey, you get to look at the Pacific Ocean, so there's that. And everything is ridiculously expensive. There's that. But yeah, it's a sad situation out there. But man, it happens all the time. You see fires all the time. The sky is almost perpetually filled with smoke out there. It's crazy. But
and then you got the empathetic man in the White House that will give you nothing because you're not.
What?
And isn't forest management a federal thing too?
Well, I don't know what you did. You're dumping water on it. Well, they got the helicopters out there that we lease.
Didn't you see the tweet?
Canada.
Didn't you see the tweet?
Pay attention. Dude, I don't pay attention to presidential tweets. Who cares? Honestly, who gives a shit what he tweets out? We don't.
I'm just saying.
It doesn't impact anything. Who cares? I assume it's something semi-juvenile most of the time, and I don't care about that stuff.
All right, fine. Next story.
Most people do. What else is going on? Aerosmith guitarist Joe Perry hospitalized over the weekend. The 68-year-old suffered from shortness of breath shortly after performing with Billy Joel at Madison Square Garden in New York on Saturday night. He is said to be alert and responsive. So many of these guys, isn't this amazing? I'm still shocked that Joe Perry and Steven Tyler are still alive. Brad Hamilton, that whole crew, all these guys.
Yeah.
From Kiss to Aerosmith, even Billy Joel, you would have thought, these guys are all going to end up dying of natural causes, which you would have assumed would have been a drug overdose at some point.
Well, but you bring up Kiss, and the two guys that are still left in Kiss that were Kiss, they always kept it pretty clean. I mean, Gene Simmons, I think he might die of a gravy overdose at some point. I mean, and me, I grew up loving Kiss.
Right.
And today it's just like, please just go away. Stop.
Well, I'd say I like that. There's a big part of me that loves that these bands are still around, but it's just surprising. Like Steven Tyler is wearing a Steven Tyler mask. Joe Perry is still rocking out at 68.
Great.
All these bands that are still
and I will say this,
relevant.
The bands that are still quote unquote, dude, Kiss is no longer relevant. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they are.
No,
they're still selling. No. They're still selling tickets. And they were the first. This is what I appreciate and love about Kiss, and I appreciate and love about Gene Simmons. There's no pretense. This is what we're about.
Yeah,
we're about selling merch. Give us the money. We'll put on a show. We'll put on a great show.
Right.
But we're doing this for the cash, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
Let's stop pretending that this is some higher meaning. Okay, it's just fun music. There's nothing else behind it. Who cares?
But to be a relevant band means they need to record a record that's going to make some kind of impact, and they can't do that anymore.
Impact? What do you mean impact? They've already made their impact. They've already made their impact.
All right, fine,
who cares, man? They're just out there having fun.
It's too early.
And what? They're out there having fun and cashing checks. God bless them for it.
Perfect.
It's capitalism. Finally, Lumberjacks split a pair with Youngstown over the weekend. The Jacks hammer the Phantoms 8-2 on Friday night before suffering their second loss of the season, 4-3 on Saturday. Still a great start to the year for Muskegon. How was your weekend out there?
Oh, good one. Yeah, we Friday night's game got contentious in the second and third period. It was a lot of fun to be at. Saturday we had the military night tribute thing, which was really packed, and then they picked up a win Sunday too. So I had somebody come up to me at the game on Friday night and bring up the question that they don't even know in the history of Muskegon hockey if there's ever been this kind of start to the season.
Yeah,
and that's a long time. So
very good. And these are just kids, man.
Yeah, well, you could say they're just kids, but they are 16 to 20, and most of them are ballpark 18 years old, and they're, I mean,
still young people,
quote unquote, just kids. These are all NCAA first-round picks or straight to the NHL or, I mean, so just kids doesn't really.
These are guys who have, these are kids with obviously extremely bright futures. These aren't guys in their 30s still kind of hanging on. This is what I like about this version of this Muskegon team, and I've liked it for the last couple of years, is the fact that these are the guys that you are going to see playing in the big show. Down the road. It's not guys who are hanging on to what's left of their careers. It's guys who are starting, they're up and coming, and they're hungry. So that's
Gee, who's been saying that for the last 12 years?
So I'm just emphasizing your previous points.
Well, thank you, Dave.
Okay. You accuse me of riding coattails all the time. There you go.
Thank you. Do me a favor, would you? Tell me the Michigan State score.
Oh, they lost to the team from Ohio.
Oh, they did? Oh.
Nothing wrong with that. And, as a Michigan State fans, it was win-win no matter what. If you win, great. You beat Ohio State. If you lose, great. Ohio State can win the Big Ten and beat Michigan because we don't want Michigan winning the Big Ten. You don't want that as a State fan. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. There's no shame in losing to Ohio State. There's no shame in losing. I mean, Ohio State's the best team in the Big Ten right now. Slightly better than Michigan. Slightly better, and we'll see what happens as I adopt the Ohio State Buckeyes in a couple of weeks when they host once again. Name one player on Michigan right now. Name one. Name one. And you still can't. Holy balls. Michigan,
I got one
by the
for
way.
You. Anthony Carter.
Okay. Michigan hammers Rutgers 42-7. The Lions fall to the Bears 34-22. That's 3 straight. The Lions have lost. And Michigan State hoops, they hammer Florida Gulf Coast 106-82.
Have yourself a great Monday, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Later.